Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Well, hello. That was good. It literally sounded real when you did that, like you were going down a tube. Anyway, I know it's not even late yet, and we're already punchy backstage. So,
Yes.
but it's been a big day, hasn't it, you guys? And I want to say thank you to, let's see who we have here. Timothy and James got right in with some questions here. So thank you for that. And I already questioned them and they're already in line. So that's great. Welcome. And thank you, Michelle. Friday night, it didn't feel like a Friday to me for some reason, but I'm sure everybody else like, yeah, total Friday. But who knew that the news was going to come out today on this Friday? But they always do that. They always throw the big thing out on the Friday, so then it goes into the weekend and
ruins everyone's weekend. Is that their plan?
That's the that's the plan.
It's going to work.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well done.
I said to Debbie earlier, why do we always get the tough shifts? We came on live just like a minute after the lady beside Debbie passed away.
We did. Yeah.
And something else, we came on like a minute just after
they passed. If you guys go back a few years there, a couple of years ago, right, Andrea? I think.
No, a couple months. I don't know. Maybe a year. I don't know.
Time has flown. So
it's all a blur.
It's all a blur. But no, it's been at least 2 years, Andrea, on that first one.
Really?
Yeah.
And then today I'm like, oh my God. Are they for real?
Yeah. And here we are. It's always Friday, William says. But here we are. And Andrea, I wouldn't want to do this shift with anybody else. And I got Lisa also, and we're doing this together. I have literally two of my favorites here. So hi, Connie. Thanks for being here. I know Linda's live right now too, you guys. So
well, let me just say, as the Canadian in the house, I'm very sorry about the news today in your country. And Justin Trudeau, our prime minister, made a really awesome speech. I just posted it on my community channel. He said, this is an outrage. He didn't mince words. He said, for all the women who have fought and continue to fight for, right? And he promised Canada will not change and will continue the fight for women all over the world. So he gave a really nice speech and compassion to the women, well, everyone in the States who's affected by this. And so I extend that as well.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, thank you for that.
There's going to be a run on the border.
Yeah.
I mean, we basically were back in the 1800s temporarily.
Well, that's
temporarily.
What they want. I think that's what they want.
But, that this isn't over. And I think that needs to be mentioned too. So this is just something to draw more attention to what we need to pay attention to and take the right steps to rectify it.
Yes.
In a safe way. In a very safe way.
No fighting.
No charging the Capitol and crap like that. And, take it easy, but be work smarter, not harder on this.
Right.
Yeah. And hell hath no fury, like a woman scorned. And I'll tell you right now, love the women that helped us get to where we are now, but now we are much bigger. We are global. We have the internet. We have cell phones. Like we can all band together much stronger than they could in the past. So we take their energy and we will be using it now.
Oh yeah. The networking tools are outstanding this time around. So let's do this.
She's like wondering about Ruth here.
Who's your guest? Yeah.
So Andrea, you made an awesome statement about the girls today?
Yeah, I think it was Nancy Pelosi. I watched her make a statement today. I believe it was her. And she said, can you imagine that girls today have less rights than their mothers? When does that happen?
I mean,
that's so reverse.
Yeah.
And
we know what it'll lead to. This is the scratching the surface of things they want to go after. Well, you're not, because we're not.
Well, you all saw what Clarence Thomas said.
Yes.
Yeah. He's like, we should look at some more issues.
Oh, yeah.
We should revisit gay marriage.
Right. Yes.
Several other
things. So that's their plan. But we all knew this before. We talked about this before. We knew this was coming. But as always, we can be prepared and know if something is coming, but it doesn't really give you that. It doesn't really hit until it hits. You know what I mean? At least, but yeah.
You have 111 people in chat, by the way.
111, yay.
Nice. I like what Healing Medium said, a call for men to join this crusade.
Ooh, yes.
And there's so many men doing that. I mean,
yes. Yeah.
Wonderful.
And we're all here at this time to make change and stand up. Right, Michelle? That's a good question. What's next, right? And Clarence going after, the gay marriages. The next one down is interracial marriage. I remember when that was a deal. So
very much so.
And he's in it. He is in a right? His wife is white. So,
and how can you say, okay, so you're allowed to walk around with a gun, but you're not allowed to have an abortion. So someone could shoot a pregnant woman and kill her and the baby. That's all right.
Yeah.
But she can't make a decision for her own life and her own health. Insane. Not to mention women that get pregnant from men they didn't want to get pregnant by. I'll just leave it at that. Right?
It's fascinating that the obsession with regulating us.
That's the thing.
Our bodies.
That's
our space. That's privacy. That's between any female and their physician, their partner,
absolutely,
whomever, their immediate family. There's no reason to step in and take those rights away.
And women don't make a decision like that lightly either. It's not a frivolous decision.
Right. So and when those choices are made, that is something that stays with them for the rest of their lives, should they choose to do that for whatever valid reason that is. It's like you're saying, it's not a willy-nilly move. That carries a lot of extra.
Yes.
And here's the point here too. And I think, Lisa, both of you were making this point. It's about the control over women. It's about taking the rights of women and their own health care away from them. That's the main issue here. Yes, they're gonna hyper focus on the abortion because that's an emotional hotbed right there. Yeah. But in reality, guys, it's like a distraction, because the real thing is they're trying to place us under control. Like, we don't have control. We had to fight, and people and women and men died for women's right to vote, to just vote, to be counted as a human being, right? So they're literally taking little bits of.
You know what? In a way, it's. I hope I can word this well. In a way, it really signifies to me what a threat they think women are. Like, we must have gotten so freaking strong and intimidating over these years to where they are just like, okay, we need to knock them down a little bit. The women are running amok with their independence and their choices and their power and their opinions. And that's obviously an issue for some.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you know, the whole sexual thing is so off kilter. I mean, some of the, and you've all read this family, you've read all the stories of these off kilter judges and governors, and also weird where about the issue of rape itself, and they consider it like, well, you know, that's her fault, or you know what I mean. They literally are in that mindset that and just in regards to rape, I mean, they're just so backward and blind or something. It's just so weird. And that, you know, it's the women's anyways.
Well, there's one thing most women could do is say, okay, I'm not having sex with you in most situations, not those other situations. So no men will have any sex in the United States.
Yeah.
I think that's one way to protest peacefully.
Who's regulating vasectomies?
Right.
Yeah. Who's handling that? Boner pills.
Oh yeah, the Viagra.
I mean,
yeah. So they push the Viagra. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh my gosh, it's so
because that's reproductive in a way, right? So they can't have Viagra anymore. Yeah. If they're going to go after reproductive health care. Sorry, dudes.
Yeah.
You know, it's the temperature's already hot over here in my house. I'm sweating over here. Just talking about this stuff.
I know. But it you know, it needs to be said. And, you know, my partner was saying, you know, they should up the against men who don't pay child support. And those men need to start paying child support at conception.
Oh, I love that.
Because that's where they believe that, you know what I mean? At conception, it's Bible, you know,
right.
Pregnancy. They need to start paying then. Child support right then. And there needs to be harsh penalties for those who don't pay.
Yep. Brilliant.
Voila.
I like it.
And the woman or girl that has to have the baby from a way she got pregnant that she didn't want, because I don't want to say that word. Okay, she has the baby and she hands it over to him.
To the
now you take care of it. He's not going to do it. It's not going to happen. You see, no. It always, not always, but most times it lands on the female to deal with. After it's born. Like, do you think she's really going to go over and hand it to him and he's going to take it and not complain that he needs money and whatever? Oh, I don't want a kid now. I'm married already with kids. Oh, well,
you should have done what you did. You insulted me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so convoluted.
I feel like it's, what are we in the 1500s? Even, well, women have been repressed since we started.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair statement. Since the beginning of time, as far as we understand, women have been repressed, held down, thought of as property, or thought of nothing at all. And we're not here for that anymore. Not having it.
Well, the institution of marriage was basically signing over, you know, an enslaved person. Right. So that the women were basically it
was almost a bargaining.
It was a,
yeah.
The whole dowry thing. And
and you know, that still happens in
on the way.
Some cultures in some countries today, it still happens. So it's a reminder. We got to help women everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Females everywhere.
And so then, so this they have planned and they've had this planned and we've all talked about this. And the next thing they're going for is like the LGBT, the gay marriage and all that. So they're going to start going.
Oh, they're going to go across the board now for sure.
Mm-hmm. And Oh, Linda Cindeso. Well, welcome everyone. Welcome. We're going to continue this party over here.
Oh, there's the bus. I see it.
Welcome everybody. Bring your drinks, bring your water, whatever you got, and hang out with us. That's hilarious. They're all saying the party is moving.
That's awesome.
But yeah. So what's the plan? So we had a lot of people marching at the Capitol, everywhere today, but at where the justices are, everybody was there marching, and mobs of people coming.
They're
well, oh, that's so sweet. Come on over. Remember to subscribe to all of our channels.
They're already protesting here in my city.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you can also protest in the bedroom. Like I said, don't have sex. Say to your male partner, hey, if you have a male partner, say, hey, I want you to fight this. Once it's reestablished, then we can have sex again. See how fast he gets out there marching.
The door's closed.
Sign says, I want sex again.
A sea of men.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Please hurry up.
It's been a week. Jeez.
Yeah. And sign petitions where you can vote, obviously, in November.
Yes, the voting counts, guys. Definitely.
I just don't think they've thought this through.
Do they ever?
No.
I mean, they really don't ever.
Then
everything's a knee-jerk reaction.
Hey. I just ended my show. There was 3,440 something people.
Ooh,
and I just told them, come on down, come over to Freebird.
And they all did. So
they're coming.
They're coming, huh?
Awesome.
And they're letting us know, hey, Linda's on her way.
I'm on my way. Listen, I just going to run and get my son. His supper was just delivered. Let me just hand it to him. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So
it's almost like it got louder in here.
You can hear our stomping feet, right? All of us together. Where are we going to march next?
There's 4,600 on her channel. How sweet. That's so cool. It goes to show you, this is a hot topic. This happened, and we need to do something about it. We can vote. We can march. We can not have sex. What else? What else can we do? Oh my gosh. Oh, you may want to turn slow. Oh, thank you. They're like, maybe you want to turn slow mode on because I'm not used to having 3,000 people watching. So, all right. We need to look at some questions here. What are our questions? Where's Kim? I know. Mimi. Kim was coming as well. And but she realized in the heat of everything that today's her anniversary. And so and Adam had something special planned for them. But I should text her and say no sex.
Yeah.
We're sorry. Right now.
I just thought of something. Instead of we're taking it to the streets, we're taking it
to the sheets. Yes. I love it.
Linda, we're taking it to the sheets. No sex for men until this whole thing gets.
We're taking.
I gotta call all my menses and
I know, right? Stop the stampede.
Yeah, hang on, guys. I
gotta call all my menses.
I gotta leave for a minute.
Gotta make it call.
Put Jared Butler on the phone.
Left. That's a no. That's a no.
Oh, lots of left swipe. Yeah.
And you know what? What? These Republicans have paid for abortions left and right.
Oh, absolutely.
And anybody that has money is not going to be affected. I just saw an old tape of Justice RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and she said if the worst case scenario happened and they removed Roe versus Wade, the ones that will suffer are poor women.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Now we're running into a situation where people are going to do what they can to travel to places where it's still accepted, but it is going to be a lot of the, back alley business again.
Yeah.
All the unhealthy stuff.
I saw flashes of news things, and they're going to talk about certain deaths of people, young people, ectopic pregnancies that weren't dealt with in these real red states. It's going to be ugly.
And not to mention the ones that'll probably try to handle it themselves.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. But can you believe Justice Thomas with his holier than thou?
Oh, I know.
Talking about now we're going to look at gay rights. I mean,
going after the gays.
We were talking about that.
Going after the gays now.
Oh my God.
But we knew this. We all knew this. We all talked. We've been talking about it. But when it hits, I was just saying, Linda, when it actually happens, it really is like, what?
It's terrible.
Yeah. So
Jeffery said, Linda and the crew is here.
No joke.
Ooh.
They're like, Linda sent us here. We're keeping the party. We're bringing the party bus here.
I said, grab your stuff and come on down. Get your cocktail.
That's
Here's my cocktail, my tea.
Here's my water.
I used to have a girlfriend in where I lived, and I remember thinking it was the weirdest thing, but her and I would be in her room and playing with stuff, and sometimes I got to spend the night there. Her name was Linda too. And all of a sudden I could hear her dad going back and forth to the kitchen with the clack, clack, clack of cocktails. She said, yeah, the only way my mom will give it up is if she's drunk.
Oh, wow.
And she knew. The funny thing is she knew. She's like, yeah, my mom.
Right.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Okay, but tonight, she wouldn't be able to give it up even if she drank because we're going on strike.
We're taking it to the sheets.
That's right.
Taking it to the sheets.
See, I knew it was going to turn into a singing show.
It's only a matter of time. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So Linda, on your show, did you get into any questions? Did people have questions? We do have a couple questions here.
I got loads of questions. Some of them I couldn't get to.
Okay.
I don't know if if you're waiting for someone, we'll get more into Roe versus Wade. Now, listen, my prediction is that they're going to codify this. And I think when I heard that this happened, I felt that blue wave, like this too shall pass. They're going to get so many people in that because 70% of this nation and most of other nations are like, what are you guys doing? But they did this, and now he's talking about hitting gay rights. Oh yeah, they're gonna come out and drunk. Did you see the news? Everybody in New York and Boston, it's thousands and thousands of people.
Wow.
Yes.
The main thing is if they got to be peaceful because that'll go against us.
Yeah. Yep.
Got to be peaceful.
Yeah, and so Julie says boyfriend with batteries. You can, yeah.
And listen, Audrey just said, and that's what I was just talking about on my show. Jewish churches are suing now. They're suing to Satan about abortion restrictions because they don't want Christian rules for separation of church and state.
Oh.
Because the Jewish faith doesn't believe in that life starts. And so what are you saying? You got to think the way I think or don't think at all. This is going to work. I'm going to tell you, this is going to create some hassle.
Well, and why are you pushing your religious views on everyone else? If you don't want to have them, then don't have them.
Right.
But don't tell everyone else what to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Edgar Casey said the soul doesn't enter the body until the first breath. So, but I was talking about that, but a lot of people really want to know, like, I read on this, you guys, on why was the federal agents with in Clark's house?
Oh.
Those kind of questions.
Jeffrey Clark, what a weasel, eh?
Oh my God.
Wow, so that's
trouble.
a good question.
He knows he's in trouble.
Oh.
He's talking to lawyers now. And I almost felt, you guys tell me what you think. I almost felt like Trump's in huge trouble. And I feel like these lawyers are telling him, dude, you just better say out loud that you lost this. You lost this. And it just pains him to say it, but he'll do it because he gets a better deal or they don't take him to jail. Something like that. I felt like, you need to apologize to this nation and say you lost it.
Well, he's such a narcissist, he can't admit he lost.
Right? Yeah, he backtracking for him is failure.
Yeah.
He doesn't, that's the one thing that he does not like to admit. So, but to save his own ass, when
I know he's dug himself in
either that or he's going to have to, do the whole I'm insane thing, which
like my friend Andrea, and I hope you guys have him on your show because he's ready and able, but no sex though. Andre says in 2023, Biden looks fantastic. So how could that happen unless he wins his house and everything?
Yep.
And when McConnell and all those guys, Jim Jordan, were saying, oh, yes, well, we're going to win. We're going to impeach Biden first thing, and we're this and we're that. I remember looking at them, and I don't know if it's because I wish, but later my guides confirmed that they're not going to win. They weren't going to win even before, but now it's even stronger. Maybe it was this that was going to catapult.
Well, their asses are going to be in jail anyways.
Yes.
Yes.
They're not going to be impeaching anybody.
And they just really poked the dragon. I don't know how you say that.
Poke the bear.
Poke the bear, poke the dragon.
Yeah, they awoke the sleeping giant.
Yeah, there you go. They awoke the sleeping dragon. I say dragon because we're coming out in force, guys.
It's going to be heavy duty. I just love seeing all these women getting out there.
I do too. And yeah, all the supporters. I was happy to look at the news and see some of these videos of just mass people out and saying, what in the world? But yeah, that's a good idea, Karen. We can try to talk to RBG tonight.
I would imagine there'll be a lot of famous women stepping forward to talk about this too.
Oh, yes. And I saw a lot of money being collected to help women with no means be able to get this done. I see people working, groups of women, busing people, taking people. They shut down. Did you see that? Was it Wisconsin? There was a clinic that was doing abortions, and as soon as this was announced, they shut it down.
They did that in Kentucky, a few places too already.
Wow. It's already started.
Yep.
Okay, but you guys, we saw that it was going to get a little worse before it was going to get better, but we got this. We knew it was coming. We are all here during this global happening and shift. And so I think that we've got this. We're here to move the energy towards positive.
Someone said that I haven't had time to watch the news, but corporations are coming out denouncing this. Did you guys hear about that?
No, I haven't
yet. That's good to know. Thanks for that, Cher.
Corporations are saying, I know Yahoo and somebody else said these are in San Francisco, but I think they have other places they're at. They will fly women to wherever they need to go on their dime so they can have an abortion. Listen, health-wise, and if you pay for insurance for people, it's much cheaper not to have them go through having a baby, and they lose a lot of work and stuff. The way of positive change said, big money will speak.
Oh, I see. Here. Okay. Oh, they're starting to list some of the companies.
Dick's Sporting Goods.
Wow.
Levi, Disney.
Wow.
Levi, Disney, and many others. Wow.
No. That's awesome.
That's wonderful.
We can start looking at some of these questions together, and I would love also we can talk to RBG as well. But let's look at this. James came in early to get his question in, so I thought we'd take a look at this. And Kim, and Linda, if you have questions too that you remember that others, we can pop those up too.
Okay.
With what happened today, will Democrats be flipping red seats across the country to expand control in the House and Senate? If so, how does this look for the expanding court? Ooh. Do you guys think this is going to push Biden into putting more people on the court? Or are we still waiting for these people? I know that Clarence will be leaving.
Yeah, I was going to say a couple of them are going to go anyways.
I feel a couple of them are going. I think Thomas, I had often thought he'd go out feet first, but I feel he has to leave because there's too much going on with Jenny.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I think he's going to have to step down for sure.
I always felt three of them were leaving, but we had one leave, but it wasn't the right.
Yeah,
it was on our side.
And then I see Thomas leaving, and I see Kavanaugh in trouble having to talk to Congress.
Yep.
Yeah.
I see the Supreme Court upside down. Something's going to come out about money and some of them being under the influence to do things that aren't legally sound. And yes, the Supreme Court will flip blue.
This ruling today has put us like a sever between. They're showing me my guides are showing me like this. This really has shaken them apart and put like a between them. You know, usually they try to work things out. You know what I mean? They're you know, they understand that they're carrying this for the nation. And they work things out like justices should, and they go back and forth and they look at the evidence. But I feel what happened today is bam, something. It's a big shakeup in the.
Well, it's also the attitude from Thomas. Neener. And guess what we're going after next? Gays.
Well, guys, I got
a holier than thou attitude.
I got the Ace of Wands and the Star and the Three of Pentacles. I see that as a new beginning of really everybody coming together.
This is
really going to bring people together, women together.
Oh, yes. For all over the world.
You know, and listen, I'm going to be 69 in September. So unfortunately, I'm out of having to give birth, but I want to support my fellow young sisters, you know, my children, my grandchildren, or whoever, to be able to have that free choice.
What do you think?
Who wants a 12-year-old being impregnated by her dad, being forced to give birth? That's bull.
Right?
What do you ladies think the young ladies today are thinking? The ones that know what's going on. What do you think they're thinking?
They're furious.
And scared.
I think they're scared.
Yeah.
I think they're very scared.
Back in the day, back in the early 80s, I helped run a home for pregnant teens. We had 12-year-olds in there, people. And this can't be.
They don't feel protected.
They
have nowhere to turn.
Babies having babies, people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's not okay.
Right.
And guess who got them pregnant? It wasn't their boyfriend.
It was their family member.
It was their family member. And here they are.
You know, there's no coddling or let's take care of your expenses. None of that. You have that baby and you're on your own.
Exactly. Where's the aftercare?
Yeah.
Right? You're going to make the girl have the baby. Where's the aftercare? Gone.
And not just financially, just emotionally.
Anything. Yes.
Yeah. Guidance. You know, help them.
And by God, they can carry that AK and blow those babies' faces off.
Yeah.
That's legal.
It's so horrible.
It's just so bizarro world.
I know.
Bizarro. It
really is.
Way to put it. Bizarre.
Alternate universe.
I kept hoping someone would change their mind, but when it happened, I wasn't surprised. By the time it came closer, I said, these suckers want to do this.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
But maybe it has to happen so something bigger and greater happens, right? Perhaps this is a catalyst for much bigger, better things like, you know, women ruling the world kind of thing.
And let me tell you something that somebody was talking today and they said that her father would not even listen anything about Trump. He loved his Trump. And then he was watching the January 6th trials on Fox News. And he actually told her, you know what? Now I have a different opinion.
Ooh.
I do think that there will be a surprising number of people who will flip on this. Is enough of a push, I think, to make that happen in a lot of different areas, but it's going to take a little time for sure.
Right.
Okay, so I do feel good about the future of the court. However, they have to get through this initial Nine of Swords stuff going. They have the Nine of Swords on them right now, but in the future we have the Star, the Ace of Swords. So that's breakthrough and becoming clear, and that higher perspective coming in there, an enlightened way. So I do have hope for the future of the court. However, we just have a little bit to go through right now. I have the Ten of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Swords, so we're just a little upset right now.
Yeah,
but I do feel so let's hold on to that energy of hope and a clear new way, breakthrough for the court and us as a nation and a globe. Like Andrea was saying, this affects the globe.
yes.
So
well, and also to the men out there, there's some guys and women that would rather not start a family, and now the choice is taken away. And there's a lot of good guys out there that want women to have the choice. So we're not like all penises be cut off.
We're not man hating up here.
No, not at all. Yeah,
no.
It just
peanuts, ice cold beer.
Earmuffs.
Well, I said boner earlier. Oops, I said it again.
Oops.
and that's a good point, Linda, too, though. This is not about hating men. That's not the issue here. The issue is women are fighting to be seen as human beings.
Exactly.
Human beings. We always have Carla. Thank you. Blessings to you. We're fighting for equality. Why are we still fighting for fucking equality in 2022 is my question.
Yeah.
I know. 50 years this has been on the books.
50 years.
What the heck are they thinking? Well, I'll tell you something. I'm so sorry. Some people are going to struggle with this, but they just handed us a gift.
Oh, they sure did. They
just handed us
the votes are going to be pouring in blue after this one.
Yeah. Because 70% of the United States believes in keeping Roe versus Wade. Oh, honey, you just missed with the wrong people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
And Andrea also said earlier that, what did Pelosi say?
I think it was Pelosi. I was watching her. She made a statement. She was pretty raging too. And she said this, young girls today have less rights than their mother.
I know.
When does that happen? Right?
I know.
Like, what?
And President Biden, he's a Catholic. Really, truthfully, he's probably not into abortions, but he believes in that right. And it's separation of church and state. I'm telling you, I hope the Jewish religion goes in there and sues the hell out of them and turns us all around. It might be we already packed the court, so we got enough people that when the Jewish peoples come in and say, you can't force your religion on us, boom.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Ted
What happened?
Turned into the Bar Association for trying to overturn.
Oh, thank you for the good news, spirits beyond the stars. I love it.
And so it begins.
And
so
here we go.
Here we go.
Oh,
Hang on tight.
Getting ready. Did you see Marjorie Taylor Greene down there at the courthouse at SCOTUS? Smiling. Oh, we're so happy. And the crowd was coming in on her and they were pulling her and she was like,
Yikes.
I can't even with her.
She's a hot mess.
She's a hot mess.
A mess.
I'm all about women empowering women, but that woman, I just never
I know. She was so mean and angry. Remember, she would chase people down at the White House.
Oh, yeah.
Name call them. And, she was after AOC.
Like a bar brawl.
Yeah.
Yes. And then are they going to go after condoms and the birth control pill and Anything else?
Well,
Are they going to watch you if you do the rhythm method?
No IUDs, no intro.
Well, you have to get all that stuff on the black market now. You know?
Yeah.
Go down on 4th Street and try to score a condom.
And if
It's ridiculous.
And if they find out you have an IUD, they can charge you for murder.
Yes. Girl, I had an IUD like 8 years. Copper 7, best thing I ever had. Because I was a flaming crazy woman back in the day. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What if you need birth control for other issues? You know,
Yeah.
I've had friends that were on birth control, but they weren't actively having sex.
My girlfriend she died when I was 17, but she had to be on birth control because it would help her with the leukemia.
Exactly.
No more Viagra. That's what I'm talking, Marie.
Right.
Why are you going to help them get it up when they won't help you out?
Exactly.
Take it to the sheets.
Isn't that the Lord working like by keeping it?
Exactly. Okay. Right. Preach it, Andrea. Preach it.
Well, you can't have it all these different. They are slicing and dicing how they want the rules, right?
Yeah.
If they want to be old fashioned, which I'll call it old fashioned, or by the Bible, then their whole life is going to change.
Right.
Because we have people here, the Mennonites, which are very similar to your Amish in the States.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In Canada, there's lots of Mennonites, and very nice. They live on their farms. They don't have electricity. They don't use modern equipment, that kind of thing, right? They have certain beliefs, and we coexist. Like you see them, they're not trying to push their beliefs on us. They're choosing, right? So why can't it be that way? Like, why can't they have their beliefs? That's fine. You know, this radical or whatever you want to call it, Republicans, go live somewhere and have your way.
Exactly. Don't
make a whole country have to live your way.
Exactly. Thank you, Christy. Blessings to you. Yeah.
Bobert's gone, Gary. Bobert's going to be voted out. I saw it as clear as day.
Yeah, she's out.
Another hot mess.
We all back you on that one, Linda. We all got that too. And
and Lorraine just said the Bible is not against abortion. It's not even talked about.
It is amazing.
And again,
there's going to be some tragedy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. There's going to be some tragedy. I can see the news in front of my face with a story. And of course, the news will grab onto this about some young girls that are going to die because of this. And they're going to flash it everywhere. Sorry.
And like we also, we'll back you up on that, Linda, because we see that it's going to get a little worse before it gets better.
It gets better.
But Ugh.
Oh, Spirit Watcher. Oh my goodness.
Spirit Watch, Suzanne. Thank you. Blessings to you.
Blessings.
Thank you.
Yeah, pharma will lose a ton of money on birth control, IUD, all of these things, condoms.
Exactly.
With the money factor,
that might be the thing.
In the focus. That's when shit'll start.
And also, you're going to have all these health insurance people have to pay out the yin-yang now.
Mm-hmm.
It's cheaper. I hate to say it, but it's cheaper for an abortion than for a mother to have to go through having the baby. Then you got to take care of the baby too. I mean, Yahoo and all those people are willing to fly people, but they also benefit because if you really need an abortion, then they don't have to worry about paying for everything.
Marby, thank you, blessings.
What if the fetus shows that it's extremely ill, right? And a family has to make a tough decision. Like we said earlier, no woman makes this decision lightly. This is not a frivolous decision.
It's not something you want to do.
What about that? Are they going to help that mother and father? Let's say it's a couple and they have a baby that needs thousands of dollars worth of medication or whatever. Are they going to help them? No.
What about the fine line of defining, like, if you had a miscarriage, but you're being accused of it being an abortion?
Yeah.
What if you go to the bathroom and something happens?
Yeah.
The police come rushing in. They're like, you just tried to do an abortion.
Right. Gary.
And if you're spontaneously aborting, they're going to send you home. They're not going to help you get rid of the baby because it's coming. and then it stays in there, and then you get septic.
Mm-hmm.
I got to do one thing again. Sorry, you guys.
Yeah. I mean, this is a bigger story about women's health.
Free girl, thank you. Blessings to you. And Gary, I didn't know if you heard me, but thank you. Blessings to you. Very kind, you guys. Another thing about, I'm shocked too, Dawn here, Desert Dawn, with what this is, because contraception, birth control pills, that's big pharma. That's a lot.
$1 billion industry for sure.
And so this is a little bit shocking with this as well, that they, Dakota, I'm ashamed of this country. That's, yes, Dakota. I, as soon as this came out this morning, I was getting bombarded in texts and emails. It's very upsetting. People wanting to leave the country. I told Andrea,
I guess you're all coming here.
Watch the border, because it is just that upsetting. But I feel like we are meant to be here to fight, and we do have our beautiful neighbors here to come alongside us to help fight in this with us. So.
And I did, like I said, I posted Justin Trudeau's message on my community page, short and to the point. He didn't hold back. He said, this is outrageous, and that Canada will continue to keep women's rights, health, reproductive rights at the forefront, as well as help everywhere around the world, including the United States. So again, offering from Canada, we see and we hear you, and we support you guys 100%.
Yeah. Yay. Linking in with that support. All right, let's look at some more of these questions.
I think, don't you just, I know but it just feels like they've ignited us to get even stronger together.
Oh, sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Just instant
what you wish
bonding.
for. People are coming now. We're coming for you.
People are pissed.
Yeah. The energy today is intense. I've been dizzy. Yes, Tammy. We're all feeling this extra level of it. Just.
But I just keep hearing this too shall pass. Like it's part of this game plan. We're going to go through a catharsis.
Yep.
All right.
And I have to say, the women who support what happened today,
Mm-hmm.
I got to wish them enlightenment, because I don't know what cloud they're under. That they think that this is okay to take away from other women their choice. So I got to send those women enlightenment. Hope they wake up.
Prayer is very good.
Let's love. Thank you, Violet. Blessings to you. Yes.
They don't know the ruling is ending soon at all. They all up in there. They think they're all that. They don't even smell the room, and it smells bad because they all lied to get into that seat. Lied to Congress.
And that's a good way to put it. That they don't. They're working out and they're sweating. They can't smell their own sweat. They just don't. And but it did cross my mind, Wiki. I thought, do they see the writing on the wall? And I got a hard no from my guides.
No, that Thomas, can you believe it? It's like he crapped his pants like Trump, and you can smell it. But he acts like king for a day, and his wife is under investigation. It's horrible what they've done. They tried to work against our Constitution, but he's going to act like, and I'm going to tell women they can't have abortions.
Yeah. I've been asked several times for this, so let's go ahead and put this up, and let's see if RBG wants to come in and chit chat with us today.
RBG.
And here she is in doll form, but let's see if she has a message for us. And
cute.
RBG.
So she instantly is coming in, and I have pressure on my heart. She's carrying the heart of the people She is feeling the fear, the pain, the work that has gone into this. You know, she's the original person that really did, you know, that fought for this.
For the rights of women.
Yeah, it's for the rights of women. So there's a lot of, she's showing me that she feels us, she feels you. But she says, it's not time to sit in that. And she's showing me it's time to pick up the pieces. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Right. And she also doesn't look anything like the dolls. She's back in her younger body.
She does not. She thinks it's.
And she has her husband who she really loved. So they're young again. But she's like acting like they knew that this was going to happen. This isn't a shock to them. Mm-mm. They've been under the table working on this for a while, she said. But it's okay because it couldn't happen. This is what's interesting. She just told me the timing couldn't be better. That's what I heard.
Ooh.
The timing couldn't have been better. So.
Yeah, illumination. This is going to bring bigger things to light. Passion. It's going to ignite, like we were saying, it's going to ignite our passion, bring us all together. And she's saying, stay cool and be confident. It's going to get better.
Please hold that one up for a second so we can all stare at that. Yes. Cool confidence.
Have confidence. So this, you know, some things are meant to happen for a greater reason.
Exactly.
I feel like she's doing a lot of work on the other side to get all of us through this for sure. But I drew one card. It says focus. It says for enlightenment, stay in the moment, chop wood, carry water, avoid distraction, meditate, bring unresolved issues into view.
Yep.
Exactly. Oh, I love that card.
Yeah, that's nice.
Beautiful.
So that's what we're going to do.
Yeah. Focus. That's what my guides were telling me the other day. Little do we realize when we focus and don't get into the outside commotion, just focus in the prayer and ask that this too shall pass. Just keep maintaining that faith. That's part of our purpose doing these shows. It's just to hand somebody some faith and know that this too shall pass and we're going to be okay. Yeah. This is going to change it up, you guys.
Oh, well.
They're going to write laws for SCOTUS now that they have to be looked after by an outside entity. They're going to have term limits and they're going to have actually write, because they really don't have to, they look after like a fox in the hen house. They look after themselves.
Oh my gosh, you guys, she is showing me, she just took a big broom and just swept out the justice, the place of the justice place. And she's saying, this is the beginning of the end of.
They've set the path themselves on setting a new precedence on how they handle things. Yeah. Like their control and the things that they are able to propose and all this outlandish stuff. That stuff's going to change. So it's not just that these issues are going to change, but the way our government is handled is going to change.
She's lifting up that rug and sweeping all the shit out from underneath the rug right now. And I think that's where we're going to see some changes in the justices too.
Good.
Yep. Yeah.
Good.
Really.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
How did this even come up for them to be able to overturn it? Did someone come forward to the Supreme Court and ask for it to be looked at again?
Yeah, a state filed some motion, and they decided everybody was shocked. They were leaning towards them using religious right and all this stuff, that they shouldn't have to do abortions, and they went on their side. It was a state. So what's going to happen now is the Jewish nation will sue and a couple other religions. They're saying you just forced you just forced this down our throat. Sorry, you guys. I was heating my son's food. At first, he wasn't. He was in the shower. Now I got to go grab it.
Did we get any?
Right?
Yeah. Sure. Missouri or Mississippi. One of.
Well, I wonder who set that up, and was that a setup? Was that right? Like, follow the money kind of thing.
Power and money.
Well, thank you to RGB for coming in and hanging out with it. Well, I mean,
has anyone heard from Gloria Steinem yet? I'd love to hear her opinion today.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Looking at the questions here. See where I left off. This wickedness. Okay, that's not a question. All right. Will Biden and the Dems wake up? Okay, here's one. Lone Phantom, hello. And I am still starring questions coming in just in case, but Lone Phantom. Will Biden and the Dems wake up and start playing hardball with the GOP and right-wing SCOTUS? So how is this? Is this a game changer for them? Are they feeling the heat now? Like, okay, this is like, I need to
take the gloves off, kind of thing.
I got to take the gloves off here.
I'm getting yes with the pendulum.
There you go. But how?
Getting a yes. Time to fight back.
Someone also said about Hillary Clinton here. I just wonder.
He's still not out of the shower. I just put aluminum foil on his food. He's taking forever. So we're asking if the Dems awake. You know what I was feeling when I was covering his food? I saw a lot of phone calls going towards the representatives, like they were getting overwhelmed with it.
As they should be, right? Yep. I love this. Damn.
1 second.
Damn, this sucks. This whole situation sucks. Yeah, but it's going to create, they're going to start, it's going to burst their energy. It's going to start pushing their energy for sure. And here's Biden. He's involved in this with the King of Cups and just really backing this up to make some shifts and changes in how they've been dealing with stuff.
Yeah, I got the Page of Wands. I'm seeing that as shifts and changes for sure, and definitely a fresh start, maybe a new approach at how the Dems are going to handle stuff moving forward. And then I got these powerful cards. I got the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So here we are about truth, and look at that Queen there doing her thing.
There you go. I like seeing that Queen there.
Yeah. So I think both of those cards also seem to illustrate, yes, they're going to be definitely.
And I just saw loads of people writing and calling saying, get this off the record.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like, he's being pushed from all sides right now to use an executive something or other here. I just see everything being pressured on him to do something like that. Can he do executive order or anything?
No, he can't. He said, I can't. There's nothing.
In his speech.
It has to be codified by and he said, now's the time to vote. Vote.
Okay, vote. But
hey, look at this. Do you
like
that?
That's what people are wanting him to do. That's what I'm saying.
That Mac 8.
Y'all got any more than pardons? Y'all got any more?
He was a pardon from the beginning of time for his whole life. What does that say?
That's so funny.
That speaks volumes.
I love what Joji said. We need sperm control and penis control legislation. Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
Let's control what they're doing with their body.
Yep.
Let's
start controlling them. My goodness.
I said the P word.
You said the P word. Woo, woo. Okay, Electra Storm says that Gloria Steinem said on Twitter, banning abortions does not stop the need for them. It just bans their safety. Don't agonize, organize. That's basically exactly what RBG was saying.
Nice.
All right,
Exactly.
pick up the pieces. Let's go.
Wow.
Yay, Gloria. Thank you, Electra.
Male chastity belt.
There. All right.
Everybody's got funny jokes in there.
I know. Now I'm all caught up, and everybody's chit chatting away here with all this stuff. Where is Jane Fonda? Well, she was. Did she say anything on Twitter today? I didn't see anything. But
Who?
Jane
Liz
Fonda.
Cheney? Oh, Jane Fonda. No, I didn't see it.
I didn't see anything from her.
Somebody wrote, will Jim Jordan, a Republican congressman from Ohio, be indicted? I feel he will.
I hope so. That guy's such an airbag, windbag, blowhorn. He really drives me.
I think because this Ted Cruz thing is happening now where they're going to the bar and saying he has no right to run because he was in part of an insurrection. I think that's going to happen to Jordan. I'm going to throw a card on it.
I got yes with the pendulum indicting him. Can't come soon enough.
Oh, I tell you.
I wonder if there's. We'll just put.
Well, Jim Jordan is looking at being relaxed in a jail cell or something.
Yeah, there's something big playing out here.
Nice spa for him.
As soon as we started talking about him, literally my ears pressurized. And so that's usually, pay attention. There's something coming down the pike for that.
For Jim Jordan?
For Jim Jordan. This is.
Oh.
What's been going on with him? Oh, he's in conflict. There's some conflict around him. I feel that I wonder if they've been building well, I know that everybody has a file, right? They have a file of everybody on their desk, right?
Exactly.
But they've been building something against him. And I feel like they've been building up something on him more than what we are privy to. But yeah, he's in conflict. There's conflict. He's going to be greeting. Jim Jordan. He's slimy.
You know who I saw just being put in handcuffs is Matt Gaetz.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him crying.
He's
like
probably crying now. Yeah.
So, oh gosh.
I mean, he must have done some bad stuff if he wants a pardon from the beginning of time. What, he wants a pardon for past lives too?
Yeah.
Probably.
He wants a pardon for being born.
No,
New York has that. Oh, you should see, you guys. And they just showed Boston.
Oh,
wow. The women's is coming out.
Yay, women.
The young girls, man, God, they're going to make a statement. We raise these babies to take care of themselves.
Isn't George Clooney doing a documentary?
Yes, on Jim Jordan. Yeah.
So I got that connection. So there's something with all that coming out.
That's interesting because I have the Prince of Cups, the filmmaker here.
There you go.
Oh my God.
There you go.
I love it.
And I had the Queen of Cups, the therapist. This is the card I always get when somebody's going to talk.
Oh my God.
Information's coming out. And my last card is the Eight of Swords.
What would make George Clooney? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. What?
No, it was the Eight of Swords.
What would make George Clooney go after Jim Jordan in a documentary? How does that math work?
That's a great question.
Well, you know him, and even Sean Penn was at the races the other day, and they said, "Why are you here?" And he said, "Because I support these police officers and I believe in justice." You know, he was the one that went down to New Orleans when Bush was all, oh no, we can't go in there because they're shooting guns. And he went in there anyway and helped rescue.
He went in there with a rowboat or something, and he was grabbing people. Yeah, helping them.
I just feel this is a positive way that George Clooney can use his platform to make change, because nothing was happening. Here's Jim Jordan still serving in the Senate or whatever. And nothing, you know, we feel the same way. We see all these people. We're like, why are they still there? Why aren't they in jail? What's going on? And he's like, I'm using my platform. We're taking this man down. And so I just sense there's probably some stuff in there in this documentary or whatever that we're not privy of. There's something
good is coming.
Yes. Finally.
Somebody just said they closed down a street in Massachusetts, a main thoroughfare, because of so many people.
Wow. Well, let's just pray for them right now and send everybody love and light that's going out tonight, and that it stays peaceful and calm. Well, they don't have to be calm, just peaceful. Just peaceful, and everybody stay safe.
Yep.
Yes. Amen.
Okay. All right.
Well, I guess Rachel Maddow's going to be on tonight. I didn't expect her. She's going to make some comments about this at 6:00 Pacific time.
Oh gosh, we all have to watch that.
That'll be good.
Oh, this is a good question. Betty said to me, is Michael Flynn ever going to get his due?
Michael Flynn.
Let me take a look at that.
Someone write Michael Flynn so I can click it onto the screen here. Michael Flynn, is he ever going to get his?
Spend time.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you.
Freebird Spirit's here.
Freebird, hello. Welcome.
Sarah, what's up?
Hey, I like her.
My administrative assistant, my other half. Oh, okay. Michael Flynn, he's cray.
Oh, looking at the world, trying to find a way out. Look at that. He might even have to go into some jail or some system.
Some system.
You know what? He got a reprieve and then he turned around and talked trash. Do you notice he's real quiet right now?
Yes.
He's not talking because some stuff is getting ready to happen. And let me say something else to you guys. Somebody was saying there needs to be an investigation of why Trump put certain people in the Pentagon. Because there's something with that too.
Yeah.
There's something with the help towards Russia. So go ahead. Sorry.
I got with the pendulum. I got a yes, he's in trouble and prison next year. Imagine the long list of people there is to go through. Ted Cruz, Jim Jordan, Mitch McConnell, Michael Flynn, Jeff, whatever that guy's name, Jeffery
Clark,
Eastman. Oh, don't you just love, you know who my darling is right now of the January 6th? Is Eric Hirschman. That guy is comedy gold. That guy, he reminds me of Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah, he does.
And he's like, get a good effing attorney.
He's awesome. He speaks slowly, but it's so purposeful in what he's saying.
Yeah. I told him, you better let him. I'm gonna give you the best advice you ever had.
Yeah.
Get you a good criminal attorney.
Yeah, isn't that?
He is like Andrew Dice Clay. That's a good comparison. That's funny.
He said, "Are you effing kidding me?" And he said, "Oh, sorry."
And then he said it again, right? My guy just showed me Michael Flynn. He is a hot mess, guys. Like, and I'm not saying it because I feel sorry for him. I'm saying it because that's what they're showing me, a hot mess. He has his hair all frazzled. He has all these whatever he has in his hands, and it's like papers flying everywhere. And of course, this is metaphor, but they're just showing me he's just a hot mess. It's like there's probably toilet paper coming off the foot or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's a hot mess. I just feel some literally some chemical imbalance here with him. Okay. And then I drew these cards, and these two cards together say a little bit chemical imbalance there. You have the Four of Cups and the Devil together. There's
Very good.
That's a prison door, isn't it? Too?
and you have the prison door, and guess what? Judgment and the Ace of Swords coming in after him. So he does have that coming, but he is not okay.
I love that you said all that because I got self and mirror for him. You were talking about how he was looking and everything. I think he's starting to kind of look at himself.
There you go.
He's wonder how he got where the hell he is.
Well, I feel like somebody told him to shut the F up. I feel because he was out there talking trash, and all of a sudden somebody told him it couldn't be this committee, and an insider said, you know what, you better hush. That's what I'm feeling. Because even Bannon, who got a reprieve, he's not shutting up, and he's talking himself right back into jail. Hold on, I got to leave again, you guys.
So
one more time.
Graduated from US. Wow, yeah. Well, something's got him frazzled.
Yeah,
he's not grasping. He's not grasping reality here on some level. So, but wow.
So much going on, man. Jan 6
and
stuff. Now today's news kabam.
Right, something to let simmer over the weekend. All this wonderful news.
Yep. Are you guys closing out now?
Pretty much. We're winding down. Probably just we can look at one last question and wind it on down. I just want everybody, the whole family here in the chat, I want you all to just be able to express what you're feeling. You just write that on out, and we're all here. Just Barb's, thank you. Blessings to you. Just we're here to feel all of this emotion together, and then we're going to release it and get to work. Right.
Yep. Correct.
Helene wants to know if you can cook us all dinner, Linda.
Okay, I ordered pizza from my son. He's taking the longest shower. These boys.
He's a boy.
He's still not out of the shower.
Got a hot date tonight or something?
He's just very meticulous.
Ah.
Somebody just said castration is safest.
It's a very safe thing.
Oh God.
This is
Lisa. Will any gerrymandered red states legislator flip? Well, because they've taken away women's rights, yeah. You'll be surprised. But let me look. I do see some of the red states staying red. I'm not saying it's all blue.
Right. No, but it's putting a fire into people. We're like, oh, wait a minute. Being conservative is one thing, and some of the things that you believe in as a conservative and you vote for, that's one thing. But this is all these issues coming up now, these are all crossing the line.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we're not having that.
No. And these hearings, there's more to come, you guys.
Ooh.
There's more shock and awe to come. So you might be surprised because years ago, my guys showed the Republicans jumping off a ship like rats. And I think they're going to, because they stood together and they went through those 2 impeachment hearings and just refused to let them go. And then all of a sudden, you're going to see a mass exit.
Yeah. Nice.
That's what I see. And my card is as prophesized.
There you go.
And justice will prevail. The truth will prevail.
Nice.
This ain't over till the fat lady sings and you don't see me singing. Not yet.
Okay. And I love that a lot of people are expressing in the chat. Spirit Whisperer. What a world. I know.
What a world.
If you all haven't checked out Spirit Whisperer's channel, please do, and like and subscribe to his channel. We do animal readings together every Monday. And so if you have pets and you want to have any questions answered, please come on Mondays and check us out. We love our fur babies, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, all right. Oh, gosh, the gerrymandering thing. It just makes me sick to my stomach is what it does.
Well, but because of the gerrymandering thing, Bobart's getting out.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
Oh my God, they're showing New York again. They're out there. It's dark out there.
Go New York. They're going to be out all night. If this was happening in Europe, Europeans, they know how to, like, you know, when they do the World Cup, no joke, they're out literally all night in the streets, parading around and ringing bells. They know how to do it there. I'm hoping let's do this.
Okay.
Out screaming.
I would imagine they're going to be protesting outside of the SCOTUS homes and.
Oh
outside. Yeah, like. Yeah.
Okay, so
God, what's her face is out there now? Who's the blonde that really, she was running for president? She's a real good economist.
Oh,
why did I go blank on her name?
Did she go to Ukraine?
I think she did.
Yeah,
she's really talking up. You could see her.
Oh, good for her.
Furious.
Oh, we have Elizabeth Warren. Yeah.
Oh, that's who.
Oh, okay, so that's different. There's Elizabeth Warren, and then the other one that really has a voice and talks too. But yeah, Elizabeth. Oh yeah, she's. Oof. When this first dropped, Elizabeth went wild with this.
She said I'm so furious I could spit. And that's, I think she meant I could spit nails. That's what I always say. I could spit.
Yeah, spit nails.
Did it say that how many judges voted for
6? Even Roberts voted for it.
And did they say who didn't? Like, did they say?
Yeah, the 3 liberal ones. Sotomayor. Who's the other one?
Sotomayor and the other lady.
The other guy, the guy that we got the new woman that's going to take his place. Someone said that he doesn't have to leave, that the other woman will come in and he could even stay. He doesn't have to step down. So
Kagan. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, was Kagan.
That's it. Yeah.
Wait.
Just the 3 liberals. So yeah, Perry, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Right out of our mouth.
Well said.
Now, did you hear the likability of the Supreme Court is down to 24%? Yeah.
Really? I can't imagine why.
It's
crazy.
Anyway, so I just want to, again, thank you for speaking out what you guys are feeling in the chat, because that's what we're here for. And so we're releasing that now. We're releasing all that anger, the disappointment, the fear, all the things. We're going to release that, and we're going to take back and be empowered now. We're going to be empowered. I feel like I'm like playing RGB. I feel like we got encouragement from her as well to take up the wand, and this is not a time to
don't be fearful, you guys. And here's the other thing. Mm-hmm. These hearings are going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
So a lot more stuff is getting ready to come up that's going to shake up the works.
Yep.
Absolutely.
More to come.
There's more to come.
Okay.
So blessings to you all. Love and light. And showering you all with love.
Peace, love, dub.
Peace, love.
Keep it in your pants, y'all.
To the sheets, to the sheets.
To the sheets.
To the sheets. All right, y'all. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh,
you guys take care.